SMT Nation, we back. We've got a inside look at how the carriers are going to be upgrading and fitting the Phoenix area and the site of the Super Bowl. It's going to be Phoenix here, and Verizon. My goodness, we'll focus on them in this video. I'll do additional videos for the other two. I can actually ensure that you're going to see the AT&T one. The only one I'm not sure about is going to be T-Mobile, because at the time when they produced this story over from Eric Zeman at PC Mag, T-Mobile had yet to reply for comment. So that being the case, expect the AT&T one to come out shortly. All right, so let's see what Verizon has been doing for the last couple of years, preparing for this big game. Okay, so here's a picture of the State Farm Stadium. This is going to be the site of the Super Bowl here up and coming in February, and it's ready. It is absolutely ready for the Super Bowl to take on all those users, those people that are going to be live streaming and uploading content all at the same time, during the game, before the game, halftime, start of the game, with that whole shebang. It's going to put a major use pull on the network for those moments. All right, now 208 million people watch this game, right? Or watch these games, I should say. Um, and they'll tune in to this game on February 13th. They'll be, people will be out watching it, people will be home watching it, whatever the case may be. But when you talk about the people that are at the game, that are going to be trying to use the Wi-Fi network and trying to use their cellular connection, what are the carriers going to do to try to support this? So you're going to have like 75,000 people inside the stadium. They're going to be relying on mobile networks. The Wi-Fi at the stadium, I hear, is really bad. All right, so AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon are going to be uh, really pushed to the limits. They always are, pretty much every year at the Super Bowl, and we do videos on who held up and how they performed. So we'll be tracking this. But Verizon has been working for the last 2 years preparing for this, boosting both their 4G and 5G network coverage and capacity. All right, so here's what they've been doing. The setup is that people have been seeing Verizon, with their use of the millimeter wave technologies, achieving almost 4 gigs per second. All right, we saw that at the SoFi Stadium. They've been doing this for a few years now, and it's a cheat code. Millimeter wave is an absolute cheat code. It is the most effective way to create tons of capacity, basically instantaneously. And in a place like a stadium, it makes sense. Set up some nodes, get some, CRAN, IDAS, ODAS. Those types of things are going to be required to support this amount of people and this amount of usage. Now, the major surges for data consumption come right at kickoff and then during the halftime show. And what it is people are typically streaming. So your TikToks of the world, your Snapchat, those types of applications, Instagram Live and stuff like that. People are going to do that. Look at the usage: 30 terabytes in and outside the stadium. That's increased 20%, uh, as well from year to year. So like this is massive usage. All right, let's see. Let's see what else we know here. Verizon says that more than half of the attendees uh, will be Verizon users. Wow. Okay. And additionally, it says half of those will have a 5G phone. So Verizon is not going to be able to just pull this off by just upgrading 5G. They have to upgrade 4G and 5G to serve both segments of their customer base. Okay. And they're saying that 36 terabytes is on the table here for usage. All right. So Verizon has boosted with fiber. They've increased probably the front haul and the back haul to all these sites. Additionally, it says they've done upgrades on every level. 460 5G nodes inside the stadium. 66 new millimeter wave nodes. Holy crap. Both frequencies that they own in 28 and 39 gigahertz. Those are going to be the locations where you're going to be seeing the 4 gigabits per second, those types of speeds. It says here peaks of about 4 gigs using the iPhone 14 Pro Max, average download speed 3.5 gigs. Uploads are slower, peaking at 317, averaging 204. Millimeter wave is the absolute GOAT. Additionally, they are also fitting the stadium with C-band spectrum, which is 3700 or 3.7 gigahertz. It says here that they put that stuff everywhere that they could. So that gives them more broad coverage. 1,400 LTE 4G and C-band 5G antennas under the seats in every section of the stadium. Each of these antennas can serve up to 38 individual connections. Walking around the stadium, they are visible in every section. You guys will see these boxes. That's an antenna in there. C-band reaches 450 megs with average of 313. They peak. C-band uploads are slower, peaking at 200 megs, averaging 57 megs. The volume of antennas can support 53,000 concurrent connections, about 70% of the expected number of people inside the stadium during the game. That's pretty daggone good. They've got masting balls, spherical lens antennas that use beamforming to provide highly specific coverage areas, each replacing as many as 48 individual antennas. Oh, yeah, these are cool right here. They put 8 of them around the stadium with both millimeter wave and C-band fittings. 2 pairs aimed directly at the 50-yard line of each sideline to prevent the teams with coverage, and 4 more to provide the teams with coverage. 4 more are located in the configurable red zone end of the stadium, where temporary seating will be installed to fit as many as 9,500 more fans into the stadium for the game. So there you guys see those. There's all the wiring, the cables, and then you'll see the balls there. Holy cow. Okay. You guys checking out these numbers? This is bananas. Okay, so typically during Cardinals games, 3.4 gigs for the millimeter wave and 300 for the C-band. So they've already had plenty of speed there. Here's some breakdowns for you here for the speed, the scale in megabits per second, ranging between 500 and 4,000 on this scale. You got the millimeter wave downlink, massive, right? That's pretty crazy. And then here's your millimeter wave uplink in the blue. You really want to be on the millimeter wave. And then the C-band down is in the yellow, and the C-band uplink is in the orange. You want to go to the Super Bowl with a millimeter wave capable phone if you're going to be uploading stuff. If you're just there to soak in the experience, it's fine. But if you're going to be doing like Instagram and Facebook Live and YouTube live streams and stuff like that, that's where you want to be at, right? TikTok. T-Mobile inside the stadium is 710 megabits, average download of 222. Their 5G network limited to a peak of 81 meg and an average of 50. We didn't test AT&T's 5G service in the stadium. T-Mobile sounds like they're going to be in trouble for this, I think, because if they haven't done anything to prepare for it. Now, if they have, and they just haven't declared what they've done, then we'll see how it plays out. When the stadium is empty, the Wi-Fi is trash. 15 meg download and uplink at 5. It's not going to work. Additionally, Verizon didn't stop at the stadium. They fitted the entire area around the stadium, 90 4G nodes, 180 5G nodes, and this is just in the Westgate Entertainment District, restaurants and stuff like that. Additionally, both millimeter wave and C-band coverage added in adjacent cities like Chandler, Scottsdale, and Tempe. The Phoenix Sun Footprint Arena, as well as the Phoenix Convention Center, various hotels for pregame activities. Speed tests in the area are showing over 4 gigabit millimeter wave uplink speeds of almost 400 megabits. Wow. Guys, Verizon's got crews dedicated for support, command centers with engineers. They're working 12-hour shifts ahead of and during the game to make sure that the network is performing optimally. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. I'll be doing a separate video for AT&T, but holy crap. Verizon did it in a big way. I would not be shocked if there's not a single moment of congestion for Verizon during there's just too much capacity created on massive fiber circuits. I'm really excited to see how this actually holds up. They got the cheat code, they got the millimeter wave and tons of it. They got the broad coverage, uh, Goldilocks spectrum in the C band. They got the fiber. They got all those different small cells supporting 4G and 5G. Some carriers forgot about 4G. We know who they are. All right. So we'll be talking about that in a video later. I can't wait to see how the numbers play out. This is going to be incredible. Can you imagine 70,000, 80,000 users, half of them on Verizon, and Verizon still averaging over 3 gigs down across the entire stadium? Bonkers. What do you guys think is going to happen? What's your prediction? How's Verizon going to perform at the big game? Sound off in the comment section below. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Like, share, and subscribe for more. Turn on the bell notification icon to never miss an upload. Links in the description for all things going on with the channel. Big shout out to my Patreon supporters, as well as my YouTube members. Y'all the goats. Thank you for supporting me on those platforms. And we out this piece. Peace.